Yo, what's up guys, my name is Severman and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I will be doing a progressive house drop from scratch with stock plugins only in FL Studio. And a little background for this video, so I actually got a new laptop and I haven't installed all my plugins yet. So I was like, since a lot of you guys have requested this before as well, let's make a progressive house drop from scratch with the stock plugins only in FL Studio. I think this is a really interesting video, so let's get right into it. So as you can see, I already have a couple of notes in the piano roll here, and I actually got this idea yesterday evening, and I thought it sounded really catchy, and I was like, yes, let's save this for the video. So this is actually what it sounds like, what I came up with. I'm just using the FL keys for this one. So now I'll basically turn this into a full drop, kind of from scratch, and with two rules here. Basically, I will only use the stock plugins from FL, and I will try to make this in 30 minutes. So I want to set a time limit, 30 minutes. Now it's 5 p.m. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually I'm going to write a proper chord progression here. So I already have the bass notes that I have here. I'm going to just bring these an octave up here. Try to bring this G up here. A sharp, maybe bring that one up as well. Let's maybe find another, like harmony. Or we gotta grab these, put them to A sharp. Okay, I think this is really cool already. Now let me grab the top melody. I'm gonna put this one in a different pattern. I think I'm gonna add maybe like one more harmony line to the chords. Maybe with the A here, the A5. Nah, and the A sharp. Still not 100% happy with that last chord. I think I'm gonna leave it on that one. So now we got our chords. I think, you know what, I'm just gonna stick to the FL keys for the chords. I'm gonna process this real quick. So what I usually like to do is add some OTT to the piano, some compression. Obviously we don't have OTT now because I'm only gonna use stock plugins and literally haven't even installed it yet on this machine. But one effect that I also like on piano is the sound collider actually. It really compresses it in a nice way. Usually, let's give it a go. Like notice how it makes it sound much brighter. Obviously it's also louder. So maybe clean up the low mids a bit. No, we don't want too much bass in this guy. Yeah, this is gonna muddy up the mix. Right, so we got the chords in now. So let me just search for a quick kick drum here. I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna use my own sample pack. I'm currently working on my own sample pack. In fact, I've actually been working on this one for like over a year, but I kind of really want to finish it up and release it actually soon. This is the Beyond the Shadows kick. I'm gonna shorten it like halfway. Okay, let's actually make a sidechain curve here in gross speed. So let's maybe do something like this here. Need to make sure this is set to single curve. You know what, let's go for a double curve. And then bring it down like 10% or something, like that. Maybe bring this a little bit to the front. I like this a lot. I'm gonna add like a second clap to the second half of the drop. Oh, there's a little mistake here, like that. And actually, here's one trick that what I do when I produce my tracks is when I start mixing everything, which I always do actually right on the go, as you can see right now, I always put the limiter already on my master. That's what I'm gonna do now. So I'm just gonna use the fruity limiter. And basically what you're gonna wanna do is you wanna turn down attack, release, and sustain all the way. That's at least what I prefer, because now you kind of get a brick wall limiter, and this way you can really push your track. There we go. So now if you take a look at this peak, it's not going above 0 dB. Okay, we got some, you know what, let me just add some rides here. Okay, now next up I'm gonna add a bass line. So we got a couple of drums now. I'm first of all gonna set up my sub bass, and first I'm gonna grab the 3x oscillator. Now how I'm gonna do this, I'm basically gonna grab the first and the second oscillator. So I'm gonna mute the third one. I only want 2 oscillators. So now we have 2 sine waves. Now we have 1 only. Now I'm gonna bring the volume back up of the second one, like maybe 30%. I'm gonna go for a sine wave. And now some EQing here. So I always don't low cut your sub bass. It's just gonna introduce trouble, trust me. I'm gonna roll this off a little bit so that the higher notes are a bit quieter than the lower notes. Like that. Obviously we need some sidechain on this guy as well, so let me grab gross beat again. And for the sub bass, always make sure you have quite a lot of sub bass, sidechain on it, because it's gonna interfere with the kick drum. Now there's a little bit of a click, but you won't hear that in the mix. Alright, let's add some mid basses as well. And there's a plugin in FL Studio, I think it's called GMS. And this actually has quite some cool, like bass sounds, which might work as a mid bass for progressive house. Let's check it out. This one's actually already pretty damn cool. It's like literally this is the first preset. Mid 1. Now let me do some quick processing to this guy as well here. It's not a whole lot we need to do, it's just some basic EQing. Maybe some distortion. And obviously some sidechain here as well. You know what, I'm gonna save this as a preset here. There's also one tip in general, if you wanna save presets and work a bit more efficient. Just go to save preset here. I hope OBS is recording this. Then you can basically name your preset. I'm just gonna call this subbass. And now if we go over to our mid bass, open up gross beat, our subbass preset should show up here. There we go. Now if you have for the mid bass, this might be a little bit too drastic. I also want a superstar type of bass. I'm gonna check if there's like a cool one. And this one, harmless. Let's check some presets. Alright, it's super loud. Damn, I think this one sounds super fat. You know, I'm just gonna real quick route this guy to channel 8, and then I'm gonna route channel 8 to just channel 7 because we already have the sidechain on here and stuff. Now the only thing, this one is mono. I'm not sure if there's any way to make the stereo in here, in the plugin. I don't know, that probably is a way, but I have no idea right now. So you know what, I'm just gonna maybe try a chorus on here, because with chorus you can also get a wide sound. Stereo enhance, have to widen it a little bit more. Okay, maybe like that. I think that's good for now. So we got 10 minutes left. Okay, I need to be quick now with the leads and maybe add some ambient stuff in the background. So for the melody, I'm also gonna grab Harmor, I believe. I remember using this plugin one time and I found a really cool preset where it was like, yo, this is actually super cool for like a progressive house lead. Just haven't got a clue which one it was, like how it's called or something. Okay, that's not the one that I was looking for, but I actually really like this one as well. I think I'm gonna use it as like a lower octave layer. Let's go for maybe one more. So we've got 5 more minutes. Gonna use this as a mono layer. Yeah, I'm not super happy with these, but I think they're okay. You know what, I'm gonna add a little bit of sound equalizer. Actually, the only thing I don't like about sound equalizer is, at least with the A preset, it makes it quite wide, so I'm gonna undo this. Let's actually check out how it sounds with the chords. So let's really quick just do some reverb here with the P controller. Some quick side chain. So I got like 3 more minutes. I'm gonna go for a short curve here, maybe double curve like that. Okay, the 30 minutes are pretty much over now by Screw It. I'm gonna add some additional compression to the piano. And I'm gonna add one more synth to the piano, but actually it's just a piano for the chords, so let me do that real quick. Just gonna grab the 3's oscillator for this. You know what, I'm gonna route this to the mid-bass channel. There we go, just gonna do some EQing. Okay, to finish this off real quick, I'm gonna add an ARP. Soundcodizer, where are you? Maybe add some choruses as well, just to make it wide. And then just a couple of ambient sounds. Maybe this is also an ARP from Cry For You. Okay, it's already sounding pretty cool. Now we just need some downlifters, okay? I didn't manage to do this in 30 minutes, but whatever. Maybe like a crash. Alright, so I added some downlifters and crashes. Okay, honestly, I think this actually turned out quite good. We obviously only use the stock plugins. I think this is a great way to show also you guys that you don't need like expensive plugins to make good music. I mean, obviously it's not perfect by any means, but I think we got a pretty good result here. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, this tutorial. And yeah, make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did so, comment with your feedback and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.